Alright folks, welcome back to Hips All Games, and today I'm going to cover my top Game Boy Advance games. So this was a really tough one to choose as there's such a huge library. A couple of rules before I start. I only picked one game per franchise, and also please bear in mind these are my own opinions. Don't be mad if your game isn't on here, again my own opinions. But do let me know in the comments if there's games that you feel I should have included. Please note all footage is captured via the Game Boy player for the Nintendo GameCube. Before we start, please make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss the next video. And let's get straight into this. So first up, I'm kind of cheating a little bit. It's Super Mario Advance 4. So it's technically Super Mario Bros. 3, the SNES version with some other additional tweaks in it. And some nice colour palette here. I prefer this one to the OG version to an extent, and it does add some sound effects as well and voice levels itself, so you can hear Mario obviously commenting as he picks up power-ups and stuff like that. But yeah, you know what to expect here. I'm not going to delve too deep into Mario Bros 3, everybody knows it, absolute classic, but having this on the go is really cool. It also adds those quality of life improvements from the SNES version, allows you to save your game, and actually also allows you to save game states as well. So I've recently replayed Mario Bros 3. When I was young, I was able to clear this game on the original NES. I do not know how I was able to do it once I got to World 7 and 8. Like, some of those levels are insane. So yeah, I mean, having the save states there, it's always a nice option to have. So next up is a franchise I've shown a lot of love for here on this channel. It's another Wario game, yet another Wario game, and this time it's Wario Land 4. It's hard to believe that this game is 20 years old. The gameplay of Wario Land 4 is similar to recent games I've covered on the channel, and that game was Wario Land Shake Dimension, and it's similar open-ended by design. So after an entry passage that serves as a tutorial for the game, there are 4 main passages. Those passages are the Emerald, Topaz, Ruby and Sapphire passages, and they present in order of difficulty. The Emerald passage is themed around nature, the Topaz passage is themed around toys games, the Ruby passage is themed around mechanics and technology. There's another one that kind of serves as a recap, and then you fight the final boss, very similar to that of Shake Dimension. So look, overall the game features great level design, tight gameplay, and like the rest of the series, great sound and music design and graphics. And it's pick up and play by design, so very easy to put down and then very easy to pick back up again. So next up is Gunstar Future Heroes, or in the US it's known as Gunstar Super Heroes. It's a run and gun game, and it's actually a direct sequel to the Sega Mega Drive Genesis classic Gunstar Heroes. Interestingly enough, I actually found my original cartridge for this. Raging I don't have the box for it. Yeah, I'm glad I found the original cartridge all the same. This came out later in the GBA's life cycle, 2005 specifically, and it's arguably one of the best looking games on the system. I find it amazing what they managed to squeeze out of the handheld at the latter end of its life. There are some changes to the gameplay from the original game on the Genesis that kind of distinguish it really. The controls for the red and blue longer distinguished by free and fixed shot. The throw from the original is taken out, and various melee attacks are now performed by using A and B. Maybe the best comparison for this game, I think, is something along the lines of Metal Slug, set in the future. Look, it's a great game, fast paced, very easy to pick up and play and get into. Again, crucial for a handheld really, and I always find myself coming back to this game time and time again. A classic for sure. So my last choice, and it was probably an easy one to predict considering the amount of coverage of this series on the channel, but it's got to be Metroid Zero Mission. Now I had the choice of picking Zero or Fusion, but for me Zero Mission is closer to the design aspects of Super Metroid, which is my favourite game in the franchise. This game comes a close second. It would be hard to ever go back really and play the original game on the NES after playing the remake. I do find the original Metroid really hard to go back to due to the outdated design aspects. No map as well is absolute killer, but everything that I loved about Super Metroid is included here, plus some additional improvements. I do like that the game time and time gives you a rough indication of where you need to go, and it doesn't hold your hand. And why that's important again is because of handheld. You tend to play a game, you may drop it for maybe a week and then pick it back up again. It's always a good idea to roughly know where you're supposed to go and what you're supposed to be doing. The game still is, remember, Metroidvania by design, and it's open-ended in its approach. The music is as timeless as ever, and the graphics are very, very close to that of the Super Nintendo sequel. Well, sequel from a timeline perspective, but you get me. For me personally, this is the best game in the GBA, and arguably one of the best handheld games ever made. Also, without spoiling too much, it also has one of the best twists I've ever experienced in a game. First time playing it, I was like, wow. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you really need to go and play it and find out for yourself. I can't really say any more about it, other than it'll just ruin it if I do. But a brilliant, brilliant twist on the formula. I actually did an end-to-end stream, well, nearly end-to-end stream on this over the Christmas, if you want to check that out. And if you do want to find out what that twist is, you can always check it out there. Anyway, that's it from me, folks. Thanks for watching the latest video. Please make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell. As I mentioned earlier, please leave your comments below. Mention the games that you think I should have included here. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.